If you remember Darth Vader turning into a Wampa, Luke running over stormtroopers in his speeder, and being smooched by Chewbacca, then you grew up playing 1987 Star Wars. But let's be honest, you didn't, because this was a Japanese exclusive developed by Namco for the Nintendo Famicom, and it's without doubt the strangest Star Wars game ever made. And don't think this is some kind of bootleg or ROM hack, no, this is an official Star Wars game. In fact, when the game was first announced, the press release included this photo of George Lucas shaking hands with Namco's then president, Masaya Nakamura. And so, in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into this retro oddity. Now, things actually start off pretty vanilla with the standard opening line and then the New Hope crawl. Look, you even get the blockade runner sequence recreated incredibly faithfully for an NES Famicom game. Luke then gets Leia's message from R2, and then the Jawas carry R2 away. What the hell is that? Whatever it is, I can swish it away with my trusty lightsaber. That's right, Luke already has a lightsaber this early on. He's also tapped into his force powers much earlier on. Look how high he can jump. Ah yes, the famous Tatooine Eagles. Alright, come on, big boy. Ah, damn it. So yes, this is one of those old school games where one touch can kill you, you only have a couple of lives, and once you run out, it's game over and you're back to the beginning. And trust me, you're gonna die a lot because everything in this game is trying to kill you straight away. Look, in addition to all the critters, we've also got the Tuskens that jump at you with the spears and the sand pits where you can drown. Ah, here we are, the Robocop Jawa Sandcrawler, which has a stormtrooper inside. Alright, let's chop him down, do some basic platforming, and then climb up here where we meet Vader? Huh, okay. And again, it's one hit kill, so you're gonna have to home in that old school pinpoint precision. Here we go, yes, got him. And he's turned into a scorpion, because of course he did, this is a Japanese game after all. Speaking of, the menus are obviously in Japanese, but it does look like you have some power-ups that you can use. Okay, let's try this one. Ah yes, of course, the power-up that makes Luke shoot blaster bolts out of his lightsaber. Anyway, with Scorpion Vader defeated, Luke rescues R2 in the next room, and then we're back outside. Huh, is this some kind of power-up? No, it's the Sand Speeder, which you can now ride through the level, running over every stormtrooper in sight. Incredible. We then get into the Falcon and take off. After a brief word from Japanese Obi-Wan, we then engage in this POV TIE Fighter battle. And these sections are brutal. You basically have to take out the TIE Fighters immediately, otherwise they shoot this green ball at you. Now, you do have 3 missiles that you can use to neutralize the green balls, but trust me, they run out very quick. And again, it's one shot and you're done. Okay, thank God that's over. We can now go to the Death Star. Wait, that's not the Death Star. So yes, this next level is set on a strange Egyptian looking planet with toads and snakes and statues that shoot stuff at you. At this point, the game also introduces some of that old school, brutal, pinpoint, pixel perfect platforming. Thankfully, we do get a power-up that can help us here. Remember that time in the movie where Luke learned to fly? Ah crap, it's a stormtrooper. Ah damn it, we both shot first. Oh look, we've got R2 in the menu. Let's see what he has to say. Huh, fuck all by the looks of it. Luke then goes inside the Egyptian tomb where Obi-Wan is being held hostage by Darth Vader. Sure, why not? So, who does he turn into this time? Oh, a flying skeleton dinosaur thing. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and before you say I'm leaning into the Egyptian stereotypes, there's a damn pharaoh on the wall. Huh? Oh yes, I've got— what? No, he's killed me too? So, after eventually beating Vader, you have to backtrack your way through the level to get to Obi-Wan, and then you can still die if you forget to shoot these electric charges. Huh, what a peculiar piece of pixel art. This is followed by another speeder stage, the Falcon takes off, and then we get another impossible space level. So, off to the Death Star now, right? Nope, this time we go to a water level where Luke has to swim around these Greek ruins, swiping away at evil fish and jellyfish with his lightsaber, which works underwater. I'd like to think this level inspired the Kit Fisto sections in the Clone Wars. And surprise, surprise, this is another super difficult level. The swimming controls are super loose, so you're definitely going to end up hitting these spikes, and when you do, Luke just turns into bubbles. Well, at least Luke can swim, meanwhile Vader just has to stand there. Oh wait, never mind, he transforms into a shark and he can most definitely swim now. So you rescue 3PO, take off, take on some more TIEs, and then we finally fly to the Death Star. Alright, let's go. Oh no, I'm falling. And I'm still falling. I'm sorry, but why are there so many spikes on the Death Star? Where's the Imperial Health and Safety Department? Also, what are these things? Are they like the unknown from Pokemon? So this is not your standard go left to right level, it's actually structured like a maze. So you're going to spend a long time going up and down, left and right between levels trying to find a way out. Leia's got to be behind this door. Oh, no, it's Boba Fett. And now he's dead. Eventually you do find her and oh, whoa, take it easy there, Luke. Obi-Wan might get jealous. You then fall into the trash compactor. Oh crap, what am I supposed to do? Somebody help! So turns out you actually have to select R2 from the menu and then he'll open the door. Okay, let's keep going now. Fuck ball droids. You know what, I'm tired of all this.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Hey, remember in the movie where Luke fought Vader on the Death Star while Obi-Wan gave him tips from the menu, and then Vader turned into pink smoke? Okay, so our heroes escape on the Falcon, and this does not look like Yavin. In fact, it's actually Hoth. That's right, it's Farm Boy Luke versus Purple Scorpions and Flying Stingrays on Hoth. And just in case you found the platforming too easy, these ice cubes will also melt after a second of standing on them. Is that a Gamorrean guard? I don't know what he's saying, but he's not doing anything. Is he friendly? No, he's not. God, look at this You have to get up close to hit him, but he'll just kill you before you can get away. So apparently you have to get 3PO to come and break up the beef. And look, this game predicted flying troopers 3 decades before Rise of Skywalker. Okay, what's Vader turning into this time? A Wampa, well, at least it's on brand with the level. You defeat him, then fly around the puzzles, and finally reach Chewie, who's frozen. And he's so happy to be saved that he straight up kisses Luke. Just look at poor Luke's face. And speaking of face, is it me or does Han look a little Botoxed in this one? And so, after all that, we finally reach Yavin 4, which is filled with all sorts of random creatures and stormtroopers? Ah no, they found the rebels' hidden base. Maybe this wouldn't have happened if we hadn't wasted all that time going to these random filler planets. Anyway, this level actually starts off as an endless maze, and the only way to get out is to realize that you have to chop down these 2 random blocks which are hiding an exit. Oh, Jesus, easier said than done. And honestly, at this point, if you don't have the flying power-up, then you might as well just restart the entire game. Han, is that you? How did you end up in this jungle cage? Anyway, whatever, just don't kiss me, okay? I must say, I do like how they based Luke's resting saber pose on this one promotional shot, which Mark Hamill clearly did around the time of Empire whilst wearing a wig. Anyway, after taking out a bunch more troopers, which have clearly taken over the base, you get inside. Oh, God damn it, who's left all these 16-ton weights on the ceiling? Dodonna, I'm looking at you. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. The stormtroopers are too stupid to shoot up, but as soon as I jump down, I'm dead. Damn it, Dodonna, why have you put all these spikes and blocks here? Maybe you should have spent less time doing this and more on making sure Vader didn't get into the base. He doesn't transform into anything this time, but he does shoot blaster bolts from his lightsaber. So Luke defeats Vader one last time, gets a hug from Leia, and then he's off in the X-Wing to take on the Death Star. The final level is this top-down stage where you have to do the trench run, shooting down TIEs all around you whilst trying not to crash. Okay, I think I've done it. Wait, what? Yeah, you see, this is one of those old-school impossible levels that you're going to tell your grandkids about in the future. It's incredibly long, split into 5 different sections. You have to constantly boost and pick up every time bonus just to make it to the end. And on top of all that, you've got to memorize all of these twists and turns. And if you somehow manage to do all that, you shoot the torpedo and then blow up the Death Star. Guys, you're going to have to get out of the way for it to blow up. The game ends with a medal ceremony, and this time Chewie actually gets one instead of Han. Finally, some justice. Oh, and all of this was just the novice difficulty. And so there we have it, 1987 Star Wars by Namco. What can I say, this game is a complete trip. It's like the developers at Namco saw Star Wars once whilst drunk a decade earlier and then decided to build the game from memory. Now, gameplay wise, it's similar to something like Alex Kidd, only much harder. And yet, I'm glad this game exists. It's weird and super difficult, yet fascinating at the same time. It's packed with that trademark Japanese wackiness that keeps you coming back even after you've died for the 100th time. But that's just my take. Please leave your thoughts on Namco Star Wars in the comments below. Which was your favorite level, favorite random planet, and favorite Vader transformation? As always, thanks for watching. Please consider supporting me on Patreon, and a big thanks to my existing patrons. If you've enjoyed this video, then please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.